Hi, Pulaski KY Strong Towns. It's Jody McRoberts. At our July meeting, we watched another video from the Strong Towns 101 course. This is a great free online course. I'll put a link for it in the description if you'd like to enroll in it. The video that we watched was called Complex versus Complicated. And in this video, it contrasts the two ways in which we see cities being built. The first way is the complex and adaptive way, and the second way is the complicated way. The complex and adaptive way is the traditional way in which cities were built throughout time. And the complicated way is the way that cities have been built in the United States since post-World War II. And we call this the suburban experiment. So if we look to nature, we see that a rainforest is a complex adaptive system. We see different flora and fauna, and they're able to act independently of each other. They're able to respond to and adapt to stresses in their environment. There is an order in a rainforest, and it's not imposed upon the rainforest, but emerges from within, from all of its complexity. Up until the 20th century, cities were complex and adaptive. People came together and built cities and responded to stresses. The order was emergent, that is, it developed naturally from within as time went on. Complex and adaptive systems are different than systems that are merely complicated. A Rube Goldberg machine is an example of a complicated system. For those of you who aren't familiar with Rube Goldberg, he was a cartoonist who made illustrations of chain reaction type machines or contraptions intentionally designed to perform a simple task in an indirect and overly complicated way. These machines were constructed in such a way that if one part of it was removed, the whole machine would break down. So an automobile engine is an example of a complicated system. If you stress it past its capacity, it doesn't adapt and become a toaster or a lawnmower. It simply breaks. The difference between systems that are complex and systems that are merely complicated is their ability to adapt to stress and opportunity and their ability to evolve over time. For instance, if you give a rainforest too much rain or too much sun in one season, the whole thing doesn't suddenly collapse and fall apart. It adapts and it is strong. But if you look at a cornfield, it is complicated. If you give it too much rain or too much sun in a season, it doesn't evolve and become wheat or soybeans. The crop fails in what it was designed to do. It is fragile. We see the same thing in human habitat. When human habitat is bottom-up, complex, messy, and incremental, it has the capacity to evolve and adapt over time. When we optimize for growth, such as we have seen in the development of suburbs after World War II, we can grow very quickly. But what we lack is adaptability. So often we are locked in by zoning, especially in the suburbs, that we can only have single family homes. We can't add on to them. We can't have retail stores and do different things. So what we have is something to a static finished state, and it's not able to adapt. And what we see is that our cities are becoming fragile because of this. But a lot of cities and places around the country, around the world, are making changes and becoming more flexible and moving back to a pattern that's more complex and adaptive. So that's an overview of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Again, I really highly encourage you to enroll in the Strong Towns 101 course. It's a free course online. You can Google the Strong Towns Academy and find it. I'll also put a link in the description in order to sign up for it. So thanks so much for watching.